Hello, families, mamas and daddies, uncles and aunties, brothers and hey sis. So my name is Miss Babette, and I am here to do a recipe for Play-Doh, homemade Play-Doh. Now, I normally do videos on my channel for the children, but I decided since we're going to have winter break coming up, you guys are going to be at home even more with the children, so you need some more activities to do with the kids at home. So this is a Play-Doh recipe. All you need is oil, vegetable oil, salt, flour, a bowl, a spoon, measuring cups. And I'll make sure I link the recipe in the description for you. Oh, and one more thing. You're going to need an apron because it does get messy. So yeah, I want to teach everybody how to make homemade Play-Doh. It's a lot of pawpaws out there raising grandkids, a lot of grannies and TTs. It takes a village, right? So I'm here to help. So the first thing is 1 cup of flour. And you guys can have the children help you with this too. They can do the measurements. I'm going to teach them about numbers, give them some early math skills. So I encourage you to have the kids help you to make this recipe. So 1 cup, that might be a little bit too much. It's almost like baking, you guys, so you want to have really good measurements. So there's 1 cup of flour. And we're going to do the dry ingredients first. And then we need 1/4 cup of salt. We put these readers on. Y'all know my eyes are getting a little old. 1/4, yeah, that's the right measurement. So 1/4 cup of salt. Mix the dry ingredients first. Remember, you can have the kids help you with this. They can stir. They can dunk and pour. They can mix. So now we got that all mixed up together. Now we'll do the wet ingredients. I love this. It's only 4 ingredients. So we're going to use oil, 1/4 cup of oil. There we go. And the next wet one is 1/2 cup of hot water. So you got to have hot water. Can't use cold. It's got to be hot. And when I say 1/2 cup, so this is 1 full cup, so I'm just going to fill this up halfway. There we go. Mix this up. Now the hot water you might not want the kids to do, but they can get the water, they can measure it, and then you could boil it or put it in the microwave. It's up to you. But we want to be safe with the children. So we're just going to mix this up until it all comes together. And you'll notice how it starts to change. The form, the consistency will get a little bit thick. Now, if it's too sticky, you want to add, let me see, if it's too sticky, you want to add more flour. If it's crumbly, you want to add more hot water. Now, this don't look like it's forming too good. So, put a little bit more flour. See how it works. Now this recipe I had to break down because usually I make it for 8 children. We have a total of 16 in the classroom normally. 2 tables, that'd be 8 kids. So on the other side of that recipe card is for 8 children. So I had to break it in half unless, I mean this will be for 4 kids. Unless you have 8 kids at home, then you can use the bigger recipe. For this recipe will be about 4 children. But I'll link both of the recipes in the description. So you can know. And then when you do put your Play-Doh down in front of the kids on the table, put a little bit of flour down so it's not sticky. I might have actually put too much down right there, but that's okay. There we go. All the Play-Doh out of the bowl. This is easy. It takes less than 5 minutes, you guys. And then you can also, I know in the fall, I usually add like cinnamon to it so it'll smell good. Or like right now I could put peppermint extracts in it. It smells so good. And to add a little texture, you could put cloves in it. Whatever your little imagination can come up with. And that's the good thing about this too, because with Play-Doh, oh my goodness, if you listen to the kids talking while they're playing with Play-Doh, they make all types of stuff, from food to bird's nest, everything. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just kneading it a little bit so it's not sticky. Let me move this to the side so you can see. Yep, it's coming out perfect. And when you use this with the kids and they do this kneading and picking and pulling, what it does is it strengthens their fine motor skills. So that's the whole, well, it's not the whole purpose, but it's one of the main purposes for making Play-Doh in the classroom, is to strengthen their fine motor skills so they can hold the pencil. You want to be able to write their names and all their letters. These muscles have to be built up and developed. So the Play-Doh really helps a lot. And there we go. There's the Play-Doh. Turned out perfect. Now you can add color to this. You could put paint in here. You could put kool-aid. You can add food coloring. You can make it whatever color you want. And remember, you guys, I got all this from the dollar store. Dollar. I already had the oil. Oh, and I got these two from the dollar store. Tree, snowman, an angel, a hat, gingerbread man, and a stocking. I think there's 6 of them. And I only paid $1 at the dollar store. So it's worth it. Put it in a baggie in the refrigerator, and it'll last up to a week. Depending on how many fingers are touching it. There's a lot of fingers on it. You want to be careful because it will hold germs. And depending on where they use it, so it'll have a lot of extra stuff in it. But if you, when and if you do make this Play-Doh recipe, I suggest you set some rules. So you tell your children, if you want to play with Play-Doh, you have to sit at the table. And if you don't sit at the table, you don't want to play with Play-Doh. This didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, but there's the tree. But yeah, set rules. That way you won't have this, because it will stick to your carpet. It will stick to your carpet. And like I said, if it gets too sticky, you can always add flour. There's the angel. And then you guys, if you don't want to get the cutters, or if you don't have any cutters or don't want to go out, use a fork. Give the kids forks. Give them knives. They can cut the Play-Doh. They can make indentions. They can use their imaginations. They can use cups. I should have brought my rolling pin. But if you have a rolling pin, they'll love that too. You can use a cup to make a circle. Perfect. And that's it. But yeah, I encourage you guys to try to make some of this Play-Doh over the break. It's good for your children's fine motor skills. It's good for everything, I swear. Conversation. You can count. You can make stuff in counts. You can use, this could be a good math activity. There's so many activities that you can do with this Play-Doh. So there you have it. I gave you ideas for coloring the Play-Doh. I gave you ideas to make it smell good. I gave you ideas of things that you could put in it for texture. You can use the cutters. And remember, it's only 4 ingredients. Takes less than 5 minutes to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to leave the comment section open this time, so you guys can give me some suggestions on other videos that you might want to see. Different ideas and activities you can do with your children at home. What else? I think that's it. All right, guys. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I hope you did too. Bye-bye.